We're once again here at Performance Medicine in Kingsport, and I'm joined today with Dr. Tom Rogers and Jeff Luethke. And Jeff has been on a journey of his own to lose some weight, and he has met some incredible goals. Talk to me about Jeff and where he stands as far as you're concerned.
Well, we started out, I think, in January, and Jeff will tell you about how much he's done. But anyway, what my idea was to kind of motivate him. And like I had talked about before, it's not about willpower, it's about motivation.
Right.
Finding a motivating factor, whether it be your family, your health, or you want to do a particular activity or wear certain clothes, you have to find motivation.
Right.
And so I called Jeff, and we found a motivating factor for him, and he's just been fantastic. I'm really, really proud of him.
And Jeff, you just shared with us just a minute ago, you had a goal. And
yes,
you've reached that first goal. Let's talk about that. Tell us where you were and where you're at.
Well, as I stated previously, I've never talked numbers on here.
Right.
That was kind of something that I didn't want to do.
I understand.
But my goal for the year was to be in the two somethings.
Right.
And I started January the 7th. And I had been through the Christmas holidays last year. The highest number that I got to was 411. I was at 411 pounds. I just weighed this afternoon before we started in here today at 296.
That's awesome.
And I've been significantly into the 200s. That's everybody knows that you weigh in the mornings with your pajamas on, so I don't really think that that'd be appropriate in the doctor's office. But I've been significantly below that, at home on the home scales, but at 296. But been that way for well below the 300 mark for a little over 3 weeks now, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
And for viewers out there that may just be joining us on this story, on this journey with you, talk to us about what you're doing and to meet those goals.
Well, as Dr. Rogers started, the motivation was the thing, trying to get something to get you started and the hook. And there were several. One of them is I like participating and doing things, and I've gotten to a point where I couldn't do that. The second thing is not the least of which is doing this, putting yourself out there for the public to see, and making sure that, when you show up the next week that there's something to talk about, or the next month. But whatever that was, it worked. But I've been, Dr. Rogers has talked to me a great deal, and a lot of it has been education. Learning what to eat, how to eat, when to eat. But we are doing a low or no carb type diet with moderate protein and unlimited fats. And it's that unlimited fat part of it that is satisfying. And it sounds really kind of strange, but the unlimited fat part is what keeps you not hungry in the middle of the night. He has introduced me to a product called, the Bulletproof Coffee?
Bulletproof Coffee with coconut oil, grass-fed butter.
Yes.
And again, good fats. He's avoiding bad fats. Processed fats are bad, but there are no bad fats in nature.
Right.
So it's worked for him, and he's full, like he said. You can tell him about your experience at a restaurant this weekend.
Well, I was going to say, at 10 o'clock at night, the word is, if you're on a diet, you don't eat late.
Right.
Well, that's my worst time. When I come in from being wherever it is I've been, and sitting around and everybody else has gone to bed, and I'm watching the end of the ball game, you've got to have that munchie. Well, that decaf coffee with that butter and the coconut oil in it is extremely satisfying, and it tastes good, and it leaves you full and not hungry and not gnawing pain that you get. So that's been the key.
And I think you mentioned that just a minute ago. You're able to go to a restaurant and eat out with your family and do the things that you want to do, but yet still take care of what you need to take care of.
Caught a ton of grief this weekend for having pictures made on Facebook of me sitting at a certain restaurant in the area that is known to be an all-you-can-eat,
But you were eating the things
trough.
you should eat.
But I was able to go there and eat scrambled eggs and the bacon and the meats and the sausage and the country ham.
Right.
Stay away from the biscuits and gravy, as tough as that is, and so forth. But ate to a point of being perfectly satisfied and enjoyed myself, had a great time, but stayed with where I needed to be.
Awesome.
And it wasn't any problem at all.
All right, Jeff, appreciate you joining us
Certainly,
today, buddy.
my pleasure.
Dr. Tom, thank you as
Thank you,
always.
Chris.
Another success story here at Performance Medicine's Jeff Luethke. And I tell you what, if you want to find out more about what goes on here at Performance Medicine, head over to performancemedicine.net.